Hello, 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 everybody. How's we doing? We doing. Happy Saturday. The weekend is here. Anyways, how we doing? How are we doing? How we feeling? How's everybody doing? How's the Saturday? How is whatever? How's the weekend? How is, right? How you feeling? How you doing collectively? I hope you're doing okay. I hope the family and everybody's doing just fine, right? I hope your health is good and everything is well. Partner, your kids, family wise, okay? Hey, y'all, I think I'm over to dating. I don't know. I'm over it. Never mind. Never mind. I'm so over it. It's ridiculous. I just don't wanna. It's like I think relationship don't need to be so hard. It's not like a book. And if two people is not on the same page, I don't know, man. I don't know. With me with relationship. I just I guess a lot of you know people that I come in contact with, they just don't understand me. They don't understand me. Even though if they kind of know me, like somebody, for instance, yes, I met, whatever, right? And straight to the point. Oh, you wanna get the wait? I just met you. Who are you? Why are you in my DM so much? Get off my back. Go. I just block them. I just block them. I can't do it. I can't, and I won't. Because I just keep cursing these people out. I'm like, what's the point of cursing them out? And then I'm gonna understand, but never mind that, right? I'm like, I just can't do it. I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. But you know what? The people that I had dated, those that I had came in contact with before, yeah, there could be some assholes sometimes, But then again, they know when the hell to just like pipe it down and leave me alone because every now and then again, I can give them a piece of my mind. And for instance, for some reason, some of them like the dark side of me. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. I cannot date everybody. I cannot date. I think I cannot date everybody. I'm not for everybody, and everybody's not for me. Let's just put it as that. It was like, oh, you need a lot of intention. No, I don't need a lot of intention because I don't need you to be on my, you know, my, on me all the time. I don't want you to be dumb. Just go. So I was like, you know what? By the way, just leave me alone. Just go. I thought that person had a brain, a little bit of a brain. I don't know, guys. Nowadays is a whole nother topic. But anyway, as everyone, I don't know why I had to tell you guys that though. I don't know. Dating is it's so hard to date, y'all. I go out and have a good time, and I just come home. I'm not. I'm just. It's a lot to it. It's a lot to it, cause you have to be protective for me also. Yes, I could protect myself, but you have to be also protective of me. Right? You have, not that you have to be, but if you call yourself an alpha, if you call yourself a male, because I'm balancing both male and female. You know, sometimes I take the male role, sometimes I'm dominant. I know that. Sometimes I could be dominant because he was like, oh, you were too dominant. Baby, excuse me, who are you to tell me who am I and what am I doing? Like, why are you here right now? I tell him, I just met you and you already talking crap. You got to go. Right? So that was that. I had to drop that person. I was like, oh, no, you gotta go, baby. You gotta go. You can. Because if you're already talking stuff out your mouth, you got to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. That person he was very, very, very stable and everything was good with that person, you know. But I just couldn't get together with the mindset. The mindset wasn't mine, you know. Not that, you know, yes, everybody have their own mindset. Yes, everybody have their own things going on. But I just couldn't grasp the mindset. I just couldn't get there with them. You know, I wasn't there with them. Physically, I was there. But mentally and emotionally and physically and all the others, because he doesn't know anything about me. So while he was talking to me, you know, I was just reading the person. I was like, no, baby, you're not for me. But then after I left for the day, it was an amazing day. But after I left the date, I'm like, I can do it. No, I had to block the person because the mind wasn't minding. You know, because I would go off the first date. When I met you, I would just go off the first date and be like, I'm sorry. It's not all about your pocket, baby. It's not about the pocket. Yes, you can give me everything you want, but if your mind, you cannot protect me, my darling. If you cannot protect me, I don't know, I can't help you. I can help protect myself all day long. I'm protecting myself mentally, physically, and emotionally, all the leads, spiritually, you know, all the leads that I need so that way you don't get too close to my energy. But at the same time, you know, if you cannot add your protection to my protection, we're not here, baby. We cannot make it. I'm sorry. I mean, I had to lay down to that person because again, they didn't know who I was. Yes, this was, but we was already, you know, doing testing back and forth and things like that. And you know, we made arrangement and everything. It was like, okay, we're gonna go out and know each other a bit more besides the phone, you know. So we went and things like that. And that's when I was like, well, the phone conversation was two different things compared to me seeing you in person. The mindset wasn't there for me. And the energy was off. So I had to let that go. I couldn't grasp with it. Thank God I wasn't there emotionally, so it was easy for me to let go. So I was like, oh, thank God that was that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just had to tell you that. You know, I just felt like I wanted to tell somebody that. But anyway, let me talk to you about something. How was it? Hey, by the way, I can say that on camera. I think I think I'm gonna call him. because me personally, of the person that I am, those that I have came in contact with, I know the person that, again, I keep bringing back the people that I have been with in my past. Some of them, not that I'm going back, it's just that I just want to share a light on me knowing who they are mentally, physically, and emotionally. Even meanwhile, spiritual, like spiritual wise, few of them and I, we are connected, but telepathically, I have a communication with those individually, and they know themselves. But at the same time, if I cannot communicate with you without seeing you physically, that's a problem that I'm having. Even though some of my, the ones that I have met in the past, even though some of them still think that, I don't know, that they're somewhat, but they're just in the dark side of the spiritual, which I will explain that. Somewhat spiritual person, they just denied that. Let's just leave them alone, please. Um, you know, so that's that. But if you just like a church person and wanna date me, it's not gonna work out. Ooh, Lord have mercy. You have to understand me in all ways. I'm sorry. You have to be there physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritual wise. You have to know about energy deeds. You have to know something about spirit. The unknown, you have to know something about. I'm not saying that. Just know something. Okay? Now about the dark. The dark is the people that works with the dark, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I know that was a little bit, but it has to come out. Oh God, I feel so good about you. Apologize. Excuse me. But that was not nice. Excuse me. That was not nice. But we have the dark and we have the light. What do I mean by saying that? Spirituality has a lot of ways of learning, of going in, of just knowing. If you know about the unknown, you will know about the known. If you know about the past, present, and future, and so on, you will know. Spirituality is not all chewing gum, it's not about all candy and glitter. No. Sometimes spirituality, you will have attacks over attack over attack. You will have people that don't like you, and you will have people that don't like you. You could be all off the dark but still doing stuff that could benefit at least the nature, or you could still be off the light and still know stuff of the dark. So of the dark is you just have an entity that's like attached to you. That's because you already work with that entity. Once that entity get attached, because I personally know some people where when they're happy, when they're just like a calm, cool, and collected, they get on my level. But once they get under the substance, once they start, like, when I say substance, when they like drink and smoke and whatnot, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but once they start they doing that, that's when they go down to the low vibrational entities. Because once you're drinking and you're doing all of that other stuff, that's when all the entities are starting to get attached to you, because that's what that deity wants you to do. That's what that spirit wants you to do, because that's the spirit that you are calling in. That spirit that you are calling in is of the dark. It's yes, the devil and God works in hand, because the devil knows what you want. If you want success, the devil knows that you want success. But then what they're gonna do? They're gonna want you. The devil is gonna want to come and interfere with the light, because the light, all they do is light. All they want is light. It's just a high vibration. So sometimes when you are just sitting there and you have an urge of wanting to go and get us something to drink, or go and want to get something that's not of yourself, just know that it's that entity that's attached to you. Because before you come into this earth, you already have something assigned to you. You have a good and a bad assigned to you, depending on your background, depending on your roots, depending on where you come from. But everybody on this planet Earth has something that came with us, that has been protecting us from birth, that have been protected, because as soon as you turn to be a fetus in your mother's womb, you already have her blood in you, her lineage already following who you are. And so therefore you already have an entity, which is the spirit that's attached to you. The dead is dead, but the spirit of the dead is still there. That's who you are honoring, which those are your ancestors. Your ancestors, they're dead, but their spirit's still alive. So that's who you are honoring when you were speaking to them, when you were talking to them, when you were there just saying stuff to them. Like I say, I always say this all the time. I was brought up in this kind of environment where, yes, we have both sides, Christ and the spiritual, together. So we just get to church and mask it, because, why not? They think it's a taboo of honoring your ancestors. And but no, the family, no, the background is just spirituality, period. And we both sides of my lineage, both sides. It's just, that's what they have been doing for centuries. That's what they have been going in for a century. And so therefore, when you see me coming here talking about certain things, we're talking about certain things. It's just, the dark is okay to be in the dark, but you have to want to get out of the dark, because once that entity of the dark that you got attached to, and that's like a cycle that you keep going back and forth with the dark, because the dark don't want you to leave, the dark don't want you to go, the dark don't want you to do this, that, next, and a third. And so at the same time, you have to look into you. Do you want to stay there forever? But some people, they do want to leave the dark. They do want to leave that side of the town. They do want to come out of their shell. But it's because they has been in that low vibrational for so long that that entity get attached to them. So once that entity gets attached to them, that's when everything that they do is surrounded that spirit, because you going out doing your own thing, which I know that some people do. Some people do, but then again, I am made of sand, stars, and dust. Excuse me. I don't want to copyright up that. Okay, thank you. But anyway, can I sing this? Don't want to copyright up this, okay? But that's your loss, because you know what? I used to play the music, and I know there's some of them that the person, or whatnot, they used to like the songs that I used to play. So that's that. Okay. But if you are working with the entities and that entity get latched onto you, then that's because that you have been doing that stuff for the way too long where you have to stop. And if you're not stopping, then that entity will just get attached to you. So everything that's a low vibrational, that's what you get latched onto. That's what get latched onto you, because if you're not under the influence, you don't act, you don't feel right. Your body just feels off. Your body just feel like, oh, it needs it. No, it doesn't need it. You don't need that. I think I wanna call it today. I don't know. But that's that, you have to, like I always say, that you have to want to do the things first before God, the universe, Jesus Christ, build all of these things before it can pick it up with you. Because if you don't want to do the things that is off the light, some people be off the light but still doing some low vibrational thing because they still didn't learn their lesson. If you didn't learn your lesson, you would keep going back and forth. And once you start drinking and you are under the influence, it's worse, because they will get attached to you and you will just do stuff that don't make sense. You would just do stuff that's like out of the norm. It just doesn't make sense. Because I personally know some people, when they're not under the influence, they're the nicest people on this planet Earth. But once they get under the influence, it's like they turn into a whole nother person. That's not that person. That's not who they are. That's not them. That's the entity that got attached to them, because they have been in that mode. That's like a survival mode. We're not judging over here. We don't judge. Okay, so spirit, in angels, memories are hold out. Bigger. Will I be? Will I be? Will I be good? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And that song down on the copyright of that song. Okay, the person's name is Ayla Schaffer. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but it's Ayla. It starts with Ayla. And the name of the song is Wisdom of the Ancestors. Okay? But it's a great song. Because I know. Never mind. I just touched that. By the way, the other day, people had since like I said, people, I don't know who, I'm not gonna call it a name because I really don't know who. Y'all gotta stop sending stuff to my house. It could be somebody that I know, or somebody that person know, or somebody that person is attached to, or somebody of somebody. I know it. I felt it. I heard it. I seen it. It didn't last though. Okay? So, because I think I have told you guys to stop, I'm not telling nobody to stop doing anything anymore. Like I said before, I would just let you guys do what you want, and that's that. That's what I'm saying. That's like witchcraft. I don't do witchcraft. Like, people, before you guys want to do some witchcraft stuff, or maybe send it into somebody's way, especially the person that's not doing anything to you guys, or that's not even associated with that, just know that it's not good. Because again, you are collecting debt not only for you, but for your kids and for your family, for the next generation, because they will keep paying your debt. That's a generational shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. Again, people don't want to hear about you speaking about spirit, but yet they do it behind closed door. That's not what you want to do. You can do what you want. Hexes, love spell, candle magic, enchanting words. Enchanting words. Hexes, witchcraft. I know some warlocks. I know some witches. I know that. Be careful. Be careful. Those are after dark. My mother, she's a leader of an occult, of a society. No. She's a leader of an occult, of a society. Do you know how many times she had tried it? Do you know how many times she has done those things? Yeah, before I wasn't aware of it. But since I started to get to know what that is and know what it is, I stopped it. Okay? I just feel like I want to tell somebody that. You guys have to be very, very careful. I stopped telling people to be careful and stop sending stuff my way. That's it. But have you ever seen somebody that love you and hate you at the same time? That's like jealousy, right? Envy, right? Hateful things, you know. Shames, regrets, and all of that shit. Right? Isn't that crazy though? Like 1 minute the person want everything with you, but then the next minute they don't want nothing to do with you. Think about it. What is that? Delusional. But I'm not gonna hold you up for too long. I'm gonna go mind my business and let you guys mind yours. But I'm gonna leave you up with this. Never, ever, ever stop trying to do what's right for you. And do me a favor. You guys have to stop doubting your intuition. If your intuition told you to do something, do it. If your intuition told you no, that's immediately no. If your intuition said no, that's a no. Because you know why? If they didn't want you to do that, they wouldn't tell you. So you have to follow your gut. You have to follow what's right for you to do. You have to follow what's inside you. Doing this thing is not easy. Doing these kind of things, we all could do it. And be careful who you go and get a reading from, because not everybody can read. Anybody can read the cards, you know. Oh yeah, trust me. Anybody can read the cards. Because you don't have to go to school for that. You know, you can just get the card and whatever that you're saying, you can like tradition that. Anybody can read the cards. Especially it comes with a book. A small booklet. Anybody can read that stuff. I always say to people that do readings that, you know, you can't just read the cards. Those are just information, you know, table informations. You could read the cards, but you have to know the person's energy. And if somebody is coming to you getting a reading done on somebody else or whatnot, you have to know what you're doing before even giving out the reading. You have to be very careful who you go to, because some people don't want you to know. But a good one, they will give you some wrong information. Okay? But y'all be careful who you go and get reading from. That's a side note for somebody. Be careful. Be right. Giving over to my place. But what else do you guys want to talk about? I know I come on here and I speak on random stuff. Oh, do you want to see? I finished it yesterday. Speaks to me. Look. Actually, it looks like somebody that I know. Why? That's funny. I do that like this. But I said I'm done. I colored it. I don't know if I showed you guys that yesterday. Right? Take it well like a baby, yeah. I was like, no, I don't need no distraction around me because and you care, so I you care. Bring it over to my baby, baby, yeah, so I know you care. Done on the right, like to none. You like it? I like it. I also finished. I still have some more. I remember the other one. I finally colored it. I like the colors that I colored that I put in though. I think I do. They're nice. It's the way that I made it actually. It's pretty. I really do like it. Maybe, yeah, so I know. Anyway. So, you guys have to be very, very careful out there on how you get reading, on who you went and go and get advices from, because some people can give you some false advices, like I said, just because they don't want you to be with that person, or just because they don't want you to get that stuff, and they just want you to just be on their level. They have some jealousy people, if you do have some jealousy people around you, you will also know who is for you and who is not for you. But you have to also be the greatest person. You have to be a very, 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 You have to know the person that's around you, all the people. It doesn't matter. Even family sometimes can want wrongdoing for you. Some family don't want good for you, you know? They don't. They don't. Excuse me. Don't worry about why I'm drinking coffee at this time because I want. It's instant. I say it's strong, so it's decaf. I was able to, oh no, you don't have to do that. Why you gotta keep telling me what to do and what not? You know, it's like that's crazy. But anyway. Oh, say hello to darling. She's a seaplane. A sleeping plane. I'm still trying to learn her. Okay, so I think I will let you guys go. I just like to come and just give people just a little bit of me and just. Can you guys go to sleep, please? These birds. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, before I go, do you want me to give you a little advice? You're great. You're a wonderful person. You are everything. You're unstoppable. Okay? You're brave, so I'm proud of you. Anything that you think you could do, you could do it. Talk to yourself sometime. I talk to myself a lot, you know. I do. And I give myself a lot of advices. Yes, I do. Believe it or not. I talk myself into stuff and talk myself out of stuff. So it's like a back and forth kind of thing. Right? I do. I talk to myself into stuff and talk myself out of stuff because I kind of want to balance that stuff out. But but no, how do you guys feel about dating though? I really want to know if anybody else is going through some kind of dating stuff and all of that good stuff. I really want to know. It's a conversation that I want to have. Nevertheless, because I haven't been on a date. Like I said, I went on a date a few days. I won't tell. But anyway, I did, but that person wasn't giving what it's supposed to give, so we had to. Not we. I had to cut it quick because I was like, no, 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 you're killing me right now. But I love you guys. I will talk to you guys some other time, okay? Love you. Have yourself a good weekend. Be great, be amazing, and get some time off and relax. Just be, exist. Okay? Just exist and just be you, darling. Just exist. Relax. Even if you want to stay at home and relax. Sometime you have to do that. Stay at home and relax and just be great. Just exist. Stay quiet. Don't rush it. Take a breather, okay? Just relax, darling. Relax, me, darling. The full moon is coming back. It's coming. It's around the corner, by the way. Yeah, it is, right? Yeah. Oh, that's what that noise was. Right, yeah. I know some people's gonna do some shit, but I'm ready for that. But go be great, okay? Nevertheless, be strong. You're enough, alright? Keep dreaming. Love you.